What's going on, FruitTube? It's Bevo, and I'm back again with another Anthem video, and I'm here to show you guys how to essentially get unlimited super. As you guys can see right in the beginning of the video, I just ran out of my super, and the timer just started. Now, this build has nothing to do with glitches, like the storm glitch. It has nothing to do with weapons. It's not hacking. It's none of that. It's just based on the build I currently have, and I'm here to show you guys how to build. I mean, not how to build, how to get it, because this build is revolving around melee high damage, as high as I possibly can get in melee damage, and getting your super as fast as possible. This has no specific weapons, it has no specific gear, it just revolves usually only around 2 perks. And as you guys can see around right here, 48 seconds is where I got ultimate super, whatever you want to call it. I just call it super because it reminds me of Destiny. Now we're going to get to the main part of the build, the main backbone of this build. The main thing you have to have. This is not interchangeable at all. This is the core of the build. This is the main reason you get your super so fast. Is the Viper's Bite. It says upgrade venom spray, sprays a cone of acid. You guys know, you probably have used the Viper's Bite before. It sprays a cone of acid, so multiple enemies, and it gives you hitting an enemy adds 700% more ultimate charge. Now there's one little item I wanted to also explain about this part. It's not just one enemy you hit and you get a constant little boost. So whether you hit one enemy, whether you hit 2 enemies, whether you hit 3 enemies, it's not just going to be one little pulse. Whether you hit 1, 3, or 4, or 5. No, it gets bigger with the more enemies you hit. And you guys know with the Viper's Bite, you can hit multiple enemies. If there's like a crowd of them, you can hit 5, 6, 7, 10, whatever, how much you could fit in that little area, the range of your cone. And it also gives you 700% more damage. Again, I don't know why I just keep repeating that. That's one of the best parts about it. This one, don't forget all this. Don't use any of that. It's got to be the Viper's Bite. Now, the second important thing that I also want to point out is you got the Ruthless Stalker. Upper his social gift, throws a gadget, seeks out target. You guys know what it is. It gives you a buff, Striker's Fury. Hitting an enemy increases weapon damage by 60% for the next 20 seconds. It does 8k damage. Plus, right down there, it says gear damage, 125% more gear damage. Like, it does about 12 and sometimes 14k depending on the buffs I have, and sometimes even more. So, this one is kind of interchangeable, but as you guys can see down there with this roll, it says shotgun plus 10% more damage. I'm coming to that, so I suggest you keep this one on. You can change it with whatever you want, but this is just the one I think you guys should stick with. Now for the weapons, it's pretty much up to you with the second one, but the main one I suggest you have is the rolling Carnage. It says Scout. It gives you Scout's advantage. Dashing increases this weapon's damage by 50% for 20 seconds, and it can stack up to 3 times. And if you guys get it with this rolls, it gives you an armor of plus 70% more armor of your current max out. Now, if you guys saw in a little earlier video demo of what I had done and how the build is currently going, and you guys are about to see next after I'm done telling you guys what exactly the build contains. Every time you dash left, right, whatever direction, it stacks up to 3 times, so you can get up to 150% more damage of the shotgun. This shotgun is 192, and it shoots out a good 10, 12 shells. I don't even know how much. It gives you 150% more damage, so let's round it up to 200. I don't even know. What was I gonna say? 150% more damage plus the 60% we had earlier from the I keep forgetting the name, from the Ruthless Stalker. 160 plus 160 more, so we got 212 more. 220% more damage just with the shotgun, and it's a 2-shot burst, so it's a monster. Now, this is also a very, 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 very important part. I don't know how much I can stress this. These are the main perks you have to have. I'm gonna name them, and some of them are interesting, some are not. This one is the Way of the Blade, the Way of the Bold. My bad. Increase the aura pulse by 40%. It basically gives you whatever aura you can use, whether it's acid, freezing, or electricity. Increases it by 40%. Defeating an enemy with a melee restores 20% more armor. So in the middle of that melee brawl where you're going Super Saiyan, you get 20% more armor every time you kill an enemy. And if you guys get it with this roll, ultimate 23% more. Now, the second most important thing you have to have is way of the integration. Increase. No, not this one. Sorry, my bad. Conductive. I don't even know how to read that. Lattice or whatever. Increase electrical damage, electricity resistance, and gear cooldown speed. So it reduces your cooldown speed, but the main part we're going to get to, the good part, is performing a small melee hit strike. So if you do 3 melee strikes in a row, it detonates an electrical explosion, which usually does 35 to 4k depending on who. And if, guess what, you're within a little vicinity of other enemies, it chains to them too. So you could hit multiple enemies with this thing, and you're bouncing left, right, you're not even in your ultimate, you're going crazy. Just crazy. Like, you're a beast. And plus, combine it with your 40% more aura combo, and you're gonna be a monster. Now, this one is also very important to have. Talisman of Power. Increase the strike system damage by 10%. So overall, whatever you use is going to be 10% boost. And when you hit an enemy with your LB or RB or Q or E, if you're on PC like me, but I like using controller, you're going to get 50% of more damage of all your damage. Whatever damage you're going to do in the next 5 seconds, you get a 50% boost. So if you're using the shotgun and you got all your buffs on, instead of 120, 220, you're going to have 270% more damage. That just let me throw that out there. I'm just saying. Now, the third thing, you guys, I suggest you have, use anything that increases your melee. Anything at all. Just put it on. This one increases your melee damage by 10% for the Interceptor, and... Okay, I was going to say shotgun, but that's just ammo. I thought it was damage. I forgot. You guys could put this one on, the assault system augmentation, but it only gives you a 5% damage. That's all right, we don't need that. We're gonna use this one. Double edge inscription increases all damage dealt by 35% of base damage. Oh crap, I even forgot. So 270% more damage. You're gonna get 305% more damage if you have this one on with your shotgun for like 5 seconds. You're basically a god. Now this one increases acid damage and oxygen. You hit it too, increases all damage by... it's another buff I forgot. So you hit 2 melees, it gives you a 30% more damage for 5 seconds. I can't even add up all this stuff. Like, we're talking about 320% more, or 310% more damage. Excuse my math, I'm bad at it. But yeah, that's basically the build. And, oh, I forgot. Support. Have the target beacon. Have the target beacon. Please have the target beacon. You guys are about to see that what I'm about to, how fast and insanely quick we're about to kill that big scorpion. I didn't want to say any curse words. I'm trying to keep it clean in this channel. When I use this, it reduces their resistance by 33%. So imagine, it's not, you're basically taking 33% away from them and adding it to yourself of more damage. So we're talking about, maybe you're going to be hitting 350 to 370% more damage with a shotgun for about 5 seconds if you play it all correctly. Like, you're going to be a god. I thought the Interceptor was bad until I actually started using him. I thought he was kind of a fly. But the more you use him, the more you guys fall in love with him, because he's fast, he gets in and out, and he can do so much damage, and he's so much fun to play with. Even though he looks like there's a girl in there, and he's a bug, but he's just a beast. This is it for the build. Now we're going to use the build that I just went all in detail for those past few minutes to take out the Tyrant Mind boss, this big A spider. The first thing I'm gonna do, you guys saw, I threw my little support item to take it down 33% its resistance. Then I threw my other shuriken thing. Then I dashed back. Then I started shooting. Then I dashed again, and I got my buff times 3 with the shotgun. Now I got 150% more boost. You empty out all it has, and I don't want to really wait to reload it again. Well, they took it down. Like, we're gonna take it down pretty fast. I think in a minute and 40 seconds. Then as soon as it's out, I took out my marksman rifle, which is basically like a sniper. Then I emptied out into it. You saw I was getting 1300. I was getting 13k. Like I said, 1300, not 13k. My bad. Then I was getting 7 when the buffs went down. Then I started shooting it again. Then I got 11. 1,100. Then I got. Oh wait, no. Oh, those are 13,000. Oh, 1,300. I was off. I'm sorry. My math is bad. I mean, my numbers are bad. And I just kept flying around and around. And here again is where the... Yep. See? Venom spray. Sprayed all of them. Got all that AoE effect. Then launched all the way inside again with my crowd controlling ultimate. You know, this, I call it blade dancing. I don't know what... I don't really think there's any other way to call it. I'm stealing Destiny's term. I don't care. Now we're at 1 minute and 24 seconds, and the thing dropped back down again. I dropped a little bit of damage on it, flew up in the air, then tried to dash, failed, then dash one, then flew up in the air again, dash twice to get the little boost, throw my little support items, throw my shuriken to get a 33%, then increase my weapon damage by 60%, then dash 3 times, and as soon as I ran out, all I could do is do one more simple dash, and I get it again. Boom, see? It goes up again. So you never lose it completely. And I think right here is about when it's gonna die. So when you're about to lose that Scout's advantage, just dash one to the right, and we beat it again with at essentially, which is 2 minutes. And this build for the DPS and the damage, the crowd control, and the melee abilities is a monster. If you guys liked the video, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to comment. Tell me if you guys are using similar builds, or if you guys got any advice for me. If you think there's a way to improve it, or if you think I did something wrong, just let me know. Maybe there's a way for me to improve it. Get more DPS, get more damage, make it a better build. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe, because I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this month. Hopefully, I'm going to upload a lot more often. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure you press the little bell icon to get the note every time I upload a video. Thank y'all. It's Vivo.